Hey everyone, this is Adam, the referee from Two Past Midnight. Real quick before the episode starts, I wanted to get some announcements out of the way. First of all, even though we haven't quite got to the point of the 1 year anniversary of releasing episodes, we have passed the point from when we started recording last year of both Encore to the Lost and also Two Past Midnight. So I wanted to start off by saying thank you to Jeremiah and Brian and Chris and Kyle and Bradley. You guys have been amazing, and your role play on these shows has been phenomenal. And the characters you guys have come up with, the directions you guys have taken the stories, it's fantastic. And you guys are amazing, and I love you guys. So we'll consider this an audio hug. So here's your hug. So yeah. Second, Brian and I will be at Gen Con this year. This is my first time going, and this is Brian's first time going. We have our wish list already, and here in the relatively near future, within the next 24 hours of me recording this, we'll see how that wish list plays out. Like I said, never been there before, so I don't know how that process works, but we'll see. The next thing I want to touch on real quick is we at Dork Afternoon are starting a Patreon. Should be pretty easy to find on Patreon. It's just Dork Day Afternoon. So if you like what you've heard so far from us on Two Past Midnight or Encore to the Lost or anything else, you can go over there. We'll have one tier. It's going to be a $5 tier, and that'll help us start the ball rolling on some of the other projects that we want to get moving on. Some of the things we're planning as far as rewards for that $5 tier on Patreon are going to be behind the scenes, pre-show, post-show banter, early releases of anthology episodes that we're working on. Speaking of which, we're working through the edits actually finally on our Cyborg playthrough. So that should be coming out in the relatively near future. Another reward we're planning is we're in the process of working on getting video set up. So our plan for the future is to still maintain Two Past Midnight as an audio only show, but we have some ideas for video shows that'll be a completely separate game, separate world, separate systems, possibly. But there are some other ideas we want to start doing for that. Along with that, we have some ideas where we want to start doing Q&As. And the rewards that we plan on doing for patrons for the video is going to be access to the live streams of recording those videos in the first place. So if you want to be able to come on the Q&As and ask us questions live, or if you want to watch us stumble through rules unedited live and, be there for that while it happens, that's one of the rewards we're planning for the future. And full disclosure, we're still in the process of getting our video tech all set up so that we're happy with how it's going. So that'll be a little bit before that actually starts rolling, but we're in the process of getting that moving. And I just wanted to let everybody know that that's one of the things. Next, another thing we're working on for patron reward is going to be a playlist on Spotify. And a little bit of backstory real quick with that. When we first started playing Twilight 2000, we started making a playlist of songs that were recorded in 1997 or earlier. And the reason why was because I kind of saw that as like in this world, that was when, quote, the music stopped, end quote. And I thought it'd be a really cool way to like bring that world to life that these characters are living in. So along those lines, the reward with that on Patreon will be access to that playlist on Spotify. So we'll be able to add people to the playlist so that not only will patrons be able to listen to that playlist, they'll also be able to contribute songs, be able to add other songs to the playlist. I have almost no way of enforcing this, but my request would be for it to only be songs 1997 or prior. So when people are signed up for Patreon, I'll probably have to add people to the playlist manually, but I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work, but we'll see, and I'm going to have to play with it a little bit. So if it doesn't happen immediately, just know it's because I'm literally doing it manually. So please be patient. Next thing I wanted to touch on was we're setting up a merch store on Redbubble. Some of you might have already seen references, kind of a joke about a dog bed on Facebook. Once that's up and live, I'll announce that and I'll put that back out there on Facebook and Twitter. And, I'll put links in all those places and probably in the show notes later on too. So if you're interested in getting t-shirts or hats or coffee mugs, or there's a few other things that we're going to have on there. Some of them is jokes, but if people actually want them, cool. That's up to you guys. So keep an eye out for that. Next, I wanted to throw out a special shout out and thank you to Willow from the RPG Goblin. Recently, I did an interview with her about Twilight 2000. The basic theme of the show is she will interview a bunch of different people about different game systems, kind of talking about those games and what they love about those games, try to introduce those games to new people, to new audiences. And I thought that was a really cool concept for a show. And so when she reached out on Twitter, I jumped at the opportunity. Was like, yeah, totally. I'll come on and talk about Twilight 2000. That would be amazing. So we rambled on for a long time about rules and setting and all those things. And so thank you, Willow. It was great. And I'm looking forward to hearing the recording. And last but not least, we'll be playing a trailer for the AARPG podcast. So I wanted to say thank you to those guys. You're all amazing. The work you do is great. So without further ado, after the trailer, welcome to episode 47 of 2 Past Midnight, the Snipe Hunt.
Are you looking for an actual play podcast with young, hot role players, disciplined professional voice actors, and wholesome content? Well, this isn't that podcast. AARPG is an adults-only podcast with interviews, actual play stories where...
Excuse me, Matt, why do you sound like you've been chain smoking since you were a toddler?
What do you mean?
The voice. You don't have to do that voice, man.
I don't?
Nah, just tell them that we're a group of old friends who like to get together, hang out, play lots of different types of games, and we want them to feel like they're sitting at the table with us. And they can find us just by searching for the AARPG podcast on their favorite podcatcher and at the AARPGs on YouTube.
Previously on 2 Past Midnight.
The reliability, can it be -1?
That's now the second gun that he's broken.
Stanislav just starts punching this 240.
Where are you? Murph is thinking in his head right now that he bugged out.
He's either long gone or he's holed up in there somewhere.
Okay, I take first floor, and he just walks.
You guys actually find 3 casings. The same size ammo they either use for a PKM or an SVD-63, which is the Soviet sniper rifle.
Otherwise known as a Dragunov.
There's a area of foliage directly south of the tower to the northeast, and you think you see some movement from that.
I yell down to Emmett and Stanislav, who are down there. Hey! And I relay that what I saw. You guys want to check this out with me? There's something going on up there. I saw something move. I don't know what it is. It might just be those stupid wolves that were eating the bodies. Or it might be something else. If it's another sniper, I'd like to catch him off guard.
I am busy fixing your radios. You go.
Fair enough.
Emmett will... I will start to move that direction.
Okay, so you're just going to start going in that direction.
Yeah, Emmett and Cole will go together.
All right.
Tactically.
Anyone else? Anyone else going to do anything?
Well, Murph and Harrison they didn't get a rest or anything, did they?
We said that they were resting because they both have damage.
Yeah, but yeah. I'll let you guys decide whether you want to stay asleep or join us.
I mean, technically, sleeping and resting are 2 different things, but they both heal, you know?
Yeah.
I would say they're resting, not sleeping. It's daytime.
So as I run down and grab Emmett, I inform them as to what's going on. So it's up to them whether they come or not.
Kid, you stay here and heal. I'll go out with them. All right, Mr. Murph.
Cole still has the 9mm pistol and the junk shotgun sawed off.
Mm-hmm.
I assume Murph, I don't know if you're rocking the 50 cal or just one of the AKs.
Oh, he's got the sniper rifle. He wants payback for Doc.
Actually, as Cole's heading out the door, he puts the 9mm in his pocket and he grabs his AK. He's gonna make some attempt at a one-hander.
Let's get this motherfucker.
Yeah, and because it's on an elevated area, when you go out the door, you can see it from where you are. Because it's up over top those houses on that hill.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So as we head out the front, I would like to try to see what's going on. Or see if I can see any more.
Okay.
Murph is going to go to the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Post up behind it. Rest his rifle on the truck bed. And look through the scope to the spot that he pointed out. And scan.
Okay.
Recon roll, I'm assuming?
Well, hold on. Here's the thing.
Turns out it's just 7 wood pigeons.
Well, I mean, it's really whoever has the best recon roll at this point. So,
Wood pigeon Woodstock.
so whoever has the best recon of the group.
Murph's got a B and a B.
Okay.
Any bonus for the scope or no?
Yep. Contrary to everything I've said up to this point. No bonus for the scope.
Well, then I could use the binoculars. God.
I mean, we've established it before, right? That was like session 2, I thought.
Yeah, it's pretty early.
Cole, can I see those binoculars?
No problem.
Yeah, that's a +2 from the binoculars.
3 successes.
All right. Yeah, you catch a glint of a scope pointed right back in your direction.
Have you seen the movie Sniper? Pull the trigger, pull the trigger.
So we're going to go in initiative. Emmett and Cole had moved out too, right? You guys were starting to head that way?
Yes.
All right, so Kyle, there's 1 card. Kyle, there's 2 cards.
Yeah.
Here's a card for Brian. Here's a card for Chris. That's for Murphy. Here's another card for Murphy. And a third one for Harrison.
It's the same exact 2 cards I got last time.
Jeremy for Stanislav, because you can do whatever you want. And I got the Sniper's card.
Yay!
Did you shuffle these cards?
Yeah. All right. Chris, as you're looking through your scope, you see the glint of like the setting sun coming off of the lens of the scope pointed right at you. What do you do?
Drops down behind the truck because he's got the...
I mean, I assumed you were already behind the truck, but yeah. I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, he was looking through the binoculars over the bed of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
So he yells to them, "Take cover, he's got a bead on us." And grabs the sniper rifle because he was looking through the binoculars. So I can't just swap them and fire, I'm assuming. So...
It's a fast action to switch, and then you could shoot, but you would be without aiming. So you'd take the negatives for a quick shot, a -2, and then plus the range on top of that.
Well, the range is... So that's 12 hexes. That's within the sniper rifle's range.
What's your range increments on your
20.
sniper rifle? For the first range?
Yes.
Wow, nice.
Should be.
Okay,
That's
cool.
50's no joke.
Yep. Okay.
So, anyways,
But then he would also, because of his location, you would take another -2 on it because of where he is.
Well, that would be important if I was firing, but I'm not.
I'm just telling you.
So,
And it's important either way, because are you not going to shoot ever? Or what? I was just giving you information. Go ahead.
Shoot.
No, not with a fast shot.
I'm not gonna meta. I'm not gonna meta.
So he tells him that he's got a beat on us to take cover, drops behind the truck, and then arms himself with the sniper rifle.
Okay. Like you're behind the truck, like full cover? Or...
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But prone, right? So he drops down, yells to them, and lays prone, because I want to see if I can... Basically like a sniper position, right? Lay prone, see if I can get line of sight to him.
Behind the truck?
Lay on the ground, prone, behind the truck, but where you can get line of sight out. You know, if you're using... So I guess it would be partial cover?
Okay. If it's partial cover, it means you're exposed at all, which means you can see out. So basically, like, you're crawling underneath the tailgate of it to, like, shoot from around the tire type shit, basically.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm there. All right. Jeremy. Stanisław's turn.
Stanislav is... He's inside the church, and he's so focused on what he's doing, nothing's really happened, so he's just going to keep working on the walkie-talkies.
Gotcha. Okay. Emmett.
Emmett, that's going to be, looks like second range increment for Psalms.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Got a range increment of 6, so that's a -1. And then how many other negatives we got to take here?
So wait, -1 for the range, -2 for the terrain. Is that it? I think that might be it.
Drop prone, fast aim, and then heavy machine gunner. I'll just open up on where they're basically telling me this glint is coming from.
All right.
So you're saying -3. I get a +1 for machine gunner, so being a B, what we're getting knocked down to, and I will use full 6 ammo dice on it.
Okay.
Let that big boy eat.
How about 3 successes?
God dang, man.
That's our Emmett.
Roll me a hit location.
Face. Roll face.
2.
Oh, that's not face.
No, that's chest. Okay. All right, so you shoot up into there. Yep. Okay. What's the damage on that normally?
The damage on the 249 is 2. Crit 3.
Okay, that's what I needed to know.
Would we know if dude's suppressed?
How would you know that?
If I'm told by a GM, or if I hear a
No, what you hear is and that's it. Speaking of which, Cole, it's your turn.
Cole is... Can Cole use the 240 in the back of the truck with one hand and not be affected?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Cole runs left. Was that considered harsh terrain?
The shrubs gives you a negative... The shrubs give you a -1 on your mobility roll.
Hey, it worked anyways. No, wait, I didn't do negative.
-1.
Yep, hold on, sorry, I clicked it wrong. Okay. And then he will move 1, 2. Do a regular mobility again with a success.
Okay.
And he will... In this hex, I'm not getting anything from the Humvee, correct?
No, you'd have to be in the hex with the Humvee to get cover from the Humvee.
I will be dropping prone.
Okay. All right. top of the next round. Yes, hear a shot come from the foliage.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah. -1 for range, -1 for prone. I think that covers everything. All right, Murphy, this shot's coming at you. That was where they had the bead drawn. Second range increment, -1 for prone. -1 for range, -1 for prone. Slow aim. Called shot. Rolling it.
Oh no!
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, probably.
What? What's the question?
Well, when we had the firefight previously, when I was firing up the street, if the guys in their previous turn moved or did anything, it seemed to negate my slow aim.
No. That wasn't that they moved out of the where you couldn't see them.
No,
I
I meant previous to that.
But you're in the same hex.
Yep.
When I did my turn, I did Overwatch on that hex. Right?
Just double checking.
Yeah. Like you're in the hex still, and you moved within the hex, but you're still in the hex. So it's like it doesn't take the negative for it because it's only moving from one hex to another hex.
Okay.
Yeah. I took negative for prone, -1 for range, -2 for called shot, +2 for slow aim. Roll D10.
What does cover do? Cover negates damage?
When you're prone, it's either prone or cover. Cover
Oh, it's not
would make
both.
it so it's partial cover or full cover.
Gotcha.
Holy fuck.
That's a lucky motherfucker. That's a 1 on the die. Yeah. All right.
Oh my god. All right, so it's eye slashed. So this is what I'm going to say happens. So that round goes bing and like clips off of your scope, and your scope gets jammed back in your face from the recoil of this.
Ouch.
But you still take 3 points of damage, even though 1 point would be negated by the helmet. So 3 points of damage.
Okay, and I did not gain any health back from resting, correct?
Not yet.
Okay. He now has
So where you at on hit capacity?
5 out of 6.
Okay.
You just took 3 points of damage, though.
And I had 2.
2 before, because before it was 3 off the helmet, negated it by 1. Now he's at 5.
Harrison took the no shot, which
Harrison
was 3.
took 3.
He took that more damage.
Yeah. Chris, roll coolness under fire.
Our unit is D, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oof.
Oh, shit.
2 fails.
Murphy takes a point of stress and is suppressed.
Well, that's fair.
I feel like that's a natural reaction to having a round bang off your fucking scope. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's legit.
And
he
for fast action.
I guess he. Can I yell out, fuck?
Sure, why not? All right. Emmett. Or, I'm sorry, not Emmett. Murph, it's your shot. Or your turn. Oh, you're suppressed. Never mind. Jeremy, Stanislav.
Can we say that he rolls to cover because he's suppressed? Like, he's just like, whoa.
No, when he's suppressed, he drops prone, and he loses his action for that round. So, that's it.
Okay.
Stanislav is going to set down the walkie-talkies he's been working on, snatch up his AK, and move over to Harrison's square. Harrison's hex.
Okay.
That's basically all he can do, right?
Yep, that's it.
Harrison, stay down. Stay down.
We're in the building, that Miss Stan.
Not your turn.
Emmett.
Emmett will fast aim and open up at where the fire came from. Now, you said I should take 1 extra negative, so it should be a B and a C and 6 ammo dice this time around?
Yes.
1 success, 1 bullet die. 2-1, so I won't be pushing it.
Okay. All right, roll me a d6.
That's a 2.
All right. And d10.
That's a 9.
9.
Okay. Colt.
All right. Is there any cover if I, like, get in this Humvee or any additional, or is it still just a -1 for using it as a cover or whatnot?
What? I'm sorry. What was
So I have a -1 because I'm prone. If I were to be behind and firing behind the Humvee, it'd still be essentially a -1 to them, is all it would be.
No, if you're taking cover, it's not -1. What it does is it'll hit the cover if it's not a headshot or arms.
Gotcha.
Or an aimed shot.
Also, what is the mechanic if I jump in said Humvee and try to run dude over?
With the gas tank out?
Oh, that's right. We pulled everything out of it.
He's very stripped vehicle. He's up on blocks, like in bad part of neighborhood, you know?
Well, I knew the other one was derelict. I forgot our good one was derelict now, too. Cole will... He will aim and fire. He's going to end up with... Boy, a lot of negatives.
Hold on 1 second.
Or do I
Let me
even
check
see
the thing.
anything?
Hold on. Yeah, I mean, you see the bushes, and like Emmett's been shooting at it. So roll a whatchamacallit? A
Recon?
Yeah, recon.
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty sure he's still in there. I mean,
All right, I have the AK, and I will, while still being prone on the ground, one-hand it and give the old college try.
all right. Well, with the AK, you're going to take a negative. What was the one-handed?
Yeah, 1 for one-handed, 1 for range, 2
One for
shrub.
one-handed with a carbine or with a assault rifle?
One-handed shooting, you can fire a pistol with one hand without penalty. Submachine guns and carbines can be fired one-handed, but you take a -2 modifier on your roll. Rifles and assault rifles can be fired one-handed, but only at short range.
Oh, which means you
And
can't.
with a -3
Only
modifier.
at short range, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Then I am pretty much screwed, and I'm just going to move. I'm not going to take 2. Try for a mobility for a 3rd. Oh, 2 successes.
Did you take a -1 for rubble?
Oh, am I in rubble? I look like I'm just on a road there,
Yeah.
but sure.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, but the route you're about to go is going to go through rubble also.
No, I was under the impression you just looked at what you had gone through to get there.
No, because like if you're gonna take movement through rubble for that fast action, it counts. Like whatever the worst one of that movement.
Then no.
Yeah.
So I will use my second movement and just get behind the other vehicle and set up cover. I'm just trying.
Okay.
I'm kind of watching to see if he takes off or if he's still in there or what's going on.
Okay. Harrison, what are you doing?
Miss Stan, we're in building. Why do you want me to stay down? But he listens to him and lays prone with his AK pointed towards the door.
Okay. All right. I guess that's the end of the initiative order. Murphy, you are no longer suppressed. What are you going to do?
Duck back behind the truck so he's got full cover.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker's got me pinned down, and I'm leaking again. Emmett, you got a beat on him? For now, he's just going to take cover.
Okay. Like full cover or partial cover?
Full cover.
Okay, cool.
And check, while he's behind cover, check the scope to see how fucked it is.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. It's fluff fucked, so not at all.
Okay.
Not mechanically.
Okay.
Jeremy, Stanislav.
Stanislav is going to do overwatch on the front door. There's firefight outside. You stay here, stay down, and we will get through this.
All right. Emmett.
Emmett will light that up one more time.
Okay.
Same negatives?
Yep.
Nothing's changed? All right.
Well, I mean, at this point, what are you taking on as far as negatives?
Right now, I am down 3, 4
Prone,
plus 1.
Range, target. So, -2, -1, -1, plus 1. So -3. Yep. Okay.
All right. Nothing at all.
Ooh, that's a lot of dice to get absolutely nothing on.
Because I didn't get anything at all.
But also no ones.
Yeah, that's true. I will actually push it.
Yeah, re-roll everything. Why not?
2 successes.
Cool.
2 1s on that roll.
Yep.
Okay, 2 successes, 1 bullet die.
And 2 1s.
Those 2 1s mean your weapon jams. Roll me a d6 and a d10.
A 1
Okay.
and a 5.
Okay. Cole. What are you doing, Cole? Cole, roll me recon. Cole.
2 successes.
You saw that dude up and move into here.
Where at? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the map.
The tower to the northeast.
Yep.
Yeah. Like you saw him basically crawl into that door.
Gotcha. Will Emmett and Murph hear him if he yells?
Hold on. Should we measure this? And
not
assume
sure.
that gunfire's going off? 80 meters? Is that right? 80 and 90 meters?
So a
football field length away with a 240 going off. You tell me. What do you think?
249.
249. Oh, I'm sorry, 249. At 80 meters. I'll give them a recon roll to hear it.
Yeah.
At a -3.
Dang. Yeah, Cole will yell. He's in the northeast tower.
Okay. And then you can still you still got actions. You still have fast action and slow action.
Do I really have anything I can do? Do I?
I don't know. You got a fast action and a slow action. You can do whatever you want with them. You could take full cover somewhere, you know.
I'm currently have full cover somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Well, then you didn't see shit. Technically, but...
Well, I came out of my full cover to see things. No, it's
yeah,
weather.
that's fine.
Turkey peek.
That would be a fast action. So now you just have a slow action left. Nah, I'm just kidding. Whatever. You can do it whatever you want. You could also not do anything. That's up to you.
I was going to say, I just kind of think I want to yell and then take full cover and kind of fetal position it.
Behind the APC? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Harrison, are you doing anything?
I'm just doing what Mr. Stan told me to do.
Okay.
Mr. Stan, you sure we should just be staying in here?
Murphy. Unless Harrison was going to do something other than talk to Stan.
No.
Murphy, you get a recon roll to see if you heard Cole at a -3.
-3. Okay.
-3. I think that's exceptionally lenient, but you do have line of sight with him, so it could have even been like hand signals or something.
I was throwing gang signs.
Pointing to the fucking tower.
No successes. So I did not hear that he went into the tower.
No.
So,
Do with that information as you will.
yeah, he will... Can he do a basically fast action, stand up, look through the scope, and then drop back down? Like
Sure.
to the spot that he was at?
Yeah. So pop out of cover, look, and then drop back down.
Yep.
Yep, roll recon.
No successes.
You don't see anything.
You guys see where he's at?
How tall is that tower?
It's 3 stories. Off
3
that
stories?
tower. Yeah. So, I mean...
Okay, so it's like
3
30
stories.
meters up.
Not 30 meters. No, it's like...
Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting
Yeah.
my unit conversions wrong.
Yeah, like 30 feet up.
It's like 10 meters. Is that right?
Yeah, yes, but, I mean, for the sake of, like... we're not doing altitude changes on ranges. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure. We're not doing...
No. No.
Yeah, Pythagoras.
No, fuck that. That's stupid. And
That's a hassle.
Yeah. No, the only thing that really matters is elevation. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that matters.
Because a higher elevation gives a... Is that +1 or +2
I believe it's +1.
for being elevated?
1. +1. Elevated firing position. I'm looking at it. It's on my GM screen.
I just thought...
Which basically negates prone. That's nice. Or 1 range increment.
It would make sense that it would negate prone.
Yep. All right, so who just went? Emmett. Or Stanislav. Are you going outside?
Stanislav is going to maintain his...
Overwatch on the door.
Overwatch on door, yes.
Gotcha. Emmett. Recon roll. Emmett. See if you heard Cole.
Recon roll at negative. It doesn't matter because it's just going to be a straight D anyhow.
D6. Yep.
Nope.
Yeah, you didn't hear Cole.
All right.
By the way, you guys are... All 3 of you are getting challenge coins for going along with this not metagaming, by the way. So hold on. Let me do that real quick. Because I do appreciate that. And I want you to continue shit like this. Actually, I'll just give it to everybody. Everybody gets one. Right. Grass. And Jeremy. And me. I'm going to get one too. Because this is awesome. All right, let's go.
No! Challenge points are bad.
I gave you one.
Challenge
It's fun.
points are bad.
No, it's fun. It's fun. It just means when I push a roll, it'll, you know.
Oh, no.
I've got to unjam.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yep, I'm down to reliability and I need to unjam. So what do I need to do?
That is a ranged... It's a ranged combat roll. Well, it's a heavy weapons roll for the 240. You have to roll heavy weapons to unjam it as a fast action. If you fail, it's a slow action. That's it. Okay, fast action. So it takes up your fast action to unjam that 240.
Okay. I will unjam it and then I will slow action aim, basically looking for a target.
Okay.
So I will take Overwatch on the cluster of trees.
Yeah, on the foliage. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. I'm following you. Cole.
So I saw him essentially 1 turn ago run into that building.
Low crawl into the building.
Into the building.
That's what you saw. And then since then you haven't seen him because he went into that tower. Like there's a door on the south end of it, and that's where you saw him go into.
So once he's in there, are there there's a door on the south. Are there windows all around it or just...
Not really. I mean, it's more like a silo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, not really. I've been saying tower, but it's more like a silo.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if there's a blind spot. I've been in that tower. That's where I spent my first night. I'm trying to figure out if I would know a blind spot from a firing where there's not a firing position.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you were up there, like, you were able to go around it.
But
Like,
you had to be all the way at the top, the third floor.
Right.
If you're not on
Right.
the 3rd floor, you're nothing.
Right. They can't see you, you can't see them.
Okay. Cole wants to just book it towards the tower.
Okay.
So I have to get up. That's an action, right?
Yep.
And then I move 2. And then I take a -1 and try agility, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That is where I'm at.
What do you mean?
That's it. It took me 1 to get up, and it took me 1 to move 2. And that's just what I'm doing.
Okay. All right, cool. Okay.
You should get your mobility die. Do you not have mobility?
I did it. I had to take it at a negative, and I missed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep.
Yeah, because of the terrain.
Gotcha.
It's your turn, Murph.
Mm-hmm. And he still doesn't know that he's up there.
Right. So what do you want to do? It's your turn.
He's going to move to the other end of the truck, like so towards the front, so he's not in the same place that he was before.
Mm-hmm.
And then sling the gun over the hood so he's got partial cover and scan the area that he last knew him to be.
Okay. Roll recon roll.
2 successes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see anything.
But I do know he's not there anymore.
You don't see him there. In the foliage, at least.
Looks like he moved. Anybody got eyes on him?
Stanislav? Overwatch?
He's Overwatch on front door. Yes.
Emmett.
Seeing as how Murph said he moved, I will stand up and start heading that way. So, fast action stand up. I get to move 2. I will head towards the buildings to my east. Roll a mobility. Nothing, so I will just drop prone there by the blown out buildings.
Okay. 2 things I just realized. 1, Emmett, I don't know if you reduced the reliability of your 249 by 2 for those 2 ones also, because it jams and the reliability is reduced for each one of those ones. So the reliability should be down by 2 now on the 249.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Chris, you got shot in the helmet, or at least in the head. Armor reduced some of that damage. You need to roll a d6. If you roll a 1, your armor's ablated. Okay.
The Kevlar.
I had to retcon some things. So just a d6.
6.
Okay. Your armor is not ablated. There you go.
And the weather gets better.
And the weather gets... And a rainbow appears.
No, if it was weather, I wouldn't.
Rainbow of blood.
It's just a big red hash across the sky. Cole, you're up.
Runs 1, 2. Mobility. Success. 1 more. If... Okay, at this point, can I choose to stealth?
Sure. Where you are, you will get absolutely no bonus. If you move into... Yeah, if you can move into the debris, you'll get a +1 on your infiltration.
Gotcha. So I was wanting to kind of... Like, I assume he's in the building still and hasn't reached the 3rd floor. So I'm trying to essentially put myself in a spot where he's not going to see me?
That's cool. Yeah, so...
Hold on, actually, let me think.
It's going to take a recon roll wherever you go at this point.
Actually, no, Cole's going to just book it towards the tower. 2.
Okay.
Is this still a -1 on mobility?
Yeah. Yes. No. I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say no on that one.
I'm going to push. Haha, success. 1 more.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right. Okay. Harrison.
Mr. Stan, we need to get out there and get in the fight. He stands up and starts moving to the door.
Okay.
So we'll say, 1, 2? Gosh darn it.
It's 1 hex because you're inside, right? Ref?
Yeah, it's one hex to move from 1 hex to another. It's 1. You get 1 hex out of 1 fast movement. So it would take 2 to get all the way to the front of the...
But he was prone, right?
Yep.
Okay, then, yeah, stand up, 1 hex.
Yeah, I'm trying.
right. Well, while you're moving, because for the most part it's going to be irrelevant.
Yep. Just moving 1 hex.
Yep. That's fine. So while you're moving, I'm going to do this. Put these people that are standing back to standing. You're still prone, right, Chris?
No, remember he has the sniper rifle over the hood.
And he was looking over it. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. So partial cover.
Yep.
All right, this is what happens. You see the dude at the top floor now, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've been watching that way, so you see it, right? So he comes up to the top floor, and he comes over to the side, looks over, and sees you running towards it. And he takes a quick shot at you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so quick shot is a -2 with that weapon. And he gets no bonus from the scope because he's not aiming at all like that. All right, so he gets a +1 for elevation. Then he takes a -2 for quick shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are standing. You've moved, so I take another -1.
I'm running, technically, but yeah.
Yep, I take another -1. And you're in the open.
Mm-hmm.
You know this sniper is some bad shit when he's calculating through every single fucking thing.
Well, no, here's the thing. I want to make sure that if I take this shot, I'm not bullshitting it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just making sure. I'm getting every modifier.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know how long it would take to get up there. I thought I would either get there the turn he got up and I might not be seen, or the turn he gets up and he wouldn't be able to take his slow action. That was the only thing I could do.
Well, yeah, and you're right. Like,
I have a character that can't shoot distance and can't talk to anybody because they're too far away. So I have no options.
He can't take his slow aim.
Yeah.
But he sees someone that's like 30 meters, that's 1 round away from getting in the building.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as they're concerned, this is the immediate threat.
Oh,
is this person running towards the tower. All right, so I'm making sure. See, give me 1 second because I'm making sure I'm doing.
He recon saw me.
You're out in the open running towards it. This isn't even recon at this point. If you'd have said that you dove into the debris and tried to recon hide, I would have given it to you, but you didn't recon anything to hide.
So it's +1 for elevation.
Right.
-2 for quick shot.
Okay.
So that's a -1. And then there was another one.
Was it -1 because I'm running? I don't know if that's a
-1 because he's running.
-1 because you moved. So it's a -2.
Right.
So we're at -2.
So it's still a 10 and a 10.
That is still 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
You are fucked, Cole.
I'm aware. Again, I have a character who can't shoot distance and nobody can hear him when he tries to help the rest of the people. I didn't have options.
All right. So the sniper comes up to the edge of that tower, right? And it's really just like a makeshift silo that they've retrofitted into a guard tower that they'd been using. This is the same tower you came up to that first day in the village.
Mm-hmm.
Sniper gets up at the top, glances around, sees you running towards the base of the tower, pulls their scope up in a rush, sights in as quick as they can, just muscle memory, and squeezes the trigger. And we're going to end right there.
Motherfucker. You're such an asshole.
Yes.
As soon as you started getting really dramatic and like up on the mic, I looked at the clock and I was like, he's going to end it. That motherfucker.
Well, there's bad news and there's good news. The bad news, well, no. There's bad news, maybe decent news, and good news. The bad news is Cole's probably going to get shot. The decent news is probably won't kill him.
Oh, it's going to be a crit more than likely with the damage that thing does.
And the good news...
If he hits at all, it's an automatic crit.
Yeah.
Then it's hit location, and then it's because it's not a named shot, so it's a hit location, and then it's a D10 for the crit. How bad the crit is.
Even if he gets hit in the leg with a fucking 10 crit, that's like he's dead. Yeah, that's femoral bleeding. Like he's done.
But the good news is that when he fires, he's going to give his position away to us.
Sure. Yeah, but Cole very possibly might die. So.
I also saved a bunch of money by switching my car insurance to Geico.
Also, metagamey, all he has to do is free action drop prone and he's in full cover. So
Yeah.
I hate you and your snipers. I'm having such flashbacks to fucking Starfinder.
No, you're just mad because you're not as good at it.
I took one shot from that foliage and started low crawling out of there.
Yeah, it's just weird that like for the entire game we had a sniper that couldn't even shoot around a tree, and then all of a sudden one has picked off a half a dozen of our people. It doesn't make any. It's just
hey, I took out a half a dozen of their guys.
And half a dozen trees.
Yep.
Didn't know how to play the sniper yet.
I'm a lumberjack and that's okay. I shoot wood all day.
I'm not even using a normal NPC. I made this one.
Oh, you dick.
Well, I used the life path because I was like, this is going to be an important NPC. So.
Oh. I see here. I thought Yuri was the only important NPC. Now we have multiple important NPCs.
Yeah. Anytime there's an NPC that I'm like, this is an important, not just mook. And here we go. Here's a peek behind the screen. This card includes more than just a sniper. I modified it. So I thought it'd be fun to just have a really good fucking sniper. So I bumped it down a notch. So you're welcome. I bumped it down a notch.
Thank you. Instead of losing all of our characters, we might just lose one.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've already lost 2. So this would be, or no, we've already lost 1.
You've lost 1.
Yeah.
You've lost 1.
Yeah.
Just Doc.
And by the way, I don't think there was anything Murph could have done as a sniper to get this guy before he got us, because he
you could have fired the very first turn to maybe at least suppress him and not have us all killed.
Actually, Emmett, I rolled coolness under fire, and Emmett almost suppressed the sniper.
Mm-hmm.
But I rolled coolness under fire, and it did not.
Did he hit him at all?
Yeah.
Perhaps Murph on his first shot could have suppressed him.
Kyle, by the way, Murph's the one who took the shot that he was going to be suppressed on.
Not the first turn.
Yes, it was. It was the first turn he took a shot. Well, no, you're right. Not the first turn.
Not the first turn.
Yeah. He's right. It wasn't the first turn.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Just wouldn't have been a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were going to have a snipe off for a second there. I thought it was going to be a...
That's exactly... I wanted a snipe off, and I wanted somebody suppressed.
Well, because here's the way Overwatch works, right? If you'd have taken Overwatch on his hex, he has Overwatch on your hex. At the beginning of the next turn, you both could go, I shoot. At that point, it's an opposed ranged combat roll to see who actually shoots first. Fucking amazing. That's the enemy at the gate bullshit right there. Where it's like through the fucking scope, you know?
Yeah, I also wasn't sure which hex he was in, which crop of trees.
Oh, I thought I pointed it. I'm sorry.
It was after, but I still thought I had to do the same. Like, I thought he had the drop on us because he had already done a slow, in my head, he'd already done a slow aim. So if I go to try to do a slow aim and shoot at him, he's going to get me first.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
He's going to be a turn ahead of me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And I was trying to be nice, and since you guys got the recon roll, they didn't have Overwatch yet. Because you got him as they were setting up.
I made the assumption that he's a turn ahead of me, so if I try to do what he's doing, he's got the drop on me.
Right, I got you.
You want to know the funniest part about this combat? Like the absolute fucking funniest thing about this combat.
What's that?
Stanislav was working on the walkie-talkies.
while all
could've
this
been
is going
useful.
on, and they'd be really fucking useful right
While
now.
Cole is like, he's over there.
He's at the tower. Hey, Kyle, just in case, make a backup character.
Or 4.
Just one is fine. Just in case. Just in
Knowing
case.
what I know now about this game, I will make a really good character.
I'm giving you the option. You can either use the life path one, or you can do the archetype. It's up to you. However you want to do it. I'm fine either way.
No, I'm going to use an archetype.
Okay. Just make them interesting.
Yeah, because I made a CIA agent with 0 intelligence.
Well, you rolled for shit, dude.
And a guy who likes grenades with no mobility because I didn't realize that was a thing. So,
No, you the dice fucked you on your attributes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Oh, man.
It was like, Emmett, we love him. Cole, nope.
I've got to think of a good pun for enemy at the gate, by the way, for this whole fucking situation. So, like for a name for the eps. I haven't thought of one yet.
Silogrod.
Well, why not?
Sniper's Delight.
I don't know.
Hey, I have a question for you. If Murph dies, do I just go to playing Harrison?
Then you get Harrison.
Or are we bringing in?
And if Harrison dies, you got Murph. No, if Harrison and Murph die, you can bring in a new character. But it requires both of them to be dead. If one of them dies, you've got one character. And then if both of them die, you have no characters. Until you bring in a new character.
Okay, let me rephrase that.